We could survive that. We could survive that. We could survive it. Hello and welcome to We Could Survive That, your survival guide to the movies. My name is Jack, and today I'm joined by a man who was once the Human Torch. The one from 2005, played by Chris Evans. It's Chris, not Evans.
Yeah, that was a good time.
We couldn't afford Chris Evans on this show,
No,
to be perfectly honest.
we can't afford really anybody on this show.
No, I can
We
barely
are-
afford you
we're-
on this show.
I know, and I don't even pay me. We're a non-profit
Exactly.
organisation. But yes, I was a Human Torch, but things got a bit too hot under the collar, so I had
Wow.
to cool down, grab my surfboard, and ride the sky.
Yeah, so after doing the review and the survivally stuff for the most current Fantastic Four thing,
The reboot.
yeah, we decided to go back in time a little bit and review the first lot of Fantastic Four films.
From
that-
2005 and...
whenever Rise of the Silver Surfer was.
Okay.
I do not know. But yeah, we're going to do them. We're doing this topsy-turvy. Really, we should have done this lot first and then the new one. But we're sticking to this order. We're going to jump straight in with the deaths.
Excellent.
Doctor Doom in this one is an awful lot like the Green Goblin, a disgruntled businessman that kills his investors.
Yeah, he's got the hots for Susan.
Yeah,
And basically, C gets rejected.
and
That's where a lot of his
upset.
anger stems from, I think.
yeah,
I've been
And-
analysing his character for about 15 years now, and that's where I think that also as a child he stubbed his toe, and pain never really went away.
no. He takes that pain out on Ned, who is one of the investors in Doom's company. Doom corners him in a shady multi-story car park.
Oh, you know, stuff's going to go down when it's in a
Lights
shady
are
area.
flickering. Ned's like, "Oh, what's with these lights, huh?" Doom slowly walks towards him, all sinister, and then blasts a hole in his chest with lightning. Because Doom in this, he's got one power: shoot lightning, and that's it.
While slowly turning to metal as well.
Yes. Electro is more powerful than him from The Amazing Spider-Man.
2.
Yeah. Many people are more powerful than Doom.
Yeah.
That's what they get wrong in this set of films. Doom's not.
'Cause we spoke-
He can just shoot lightning.
Because we spoke about the F4 2015 one.
Yeah.
The Doom in that he was on top of his powers.
Yeah,
he was
he
good to
was.
go. But yeah,
But this
one,
guy
it's
is
just
just-
lightning. He doesn't demonstrate
Yeah.
anything else. It can't, no telekinesis or anything like that.
No
Just-
wizard stuff
just
that he
lightning.
can do in the comics.
And
It's just-
slowly turning to metal.
Exactly. So you're Ned in a shady car park.
Yep.
Run Doom over. Get in your car, especially when he's walking towards you all creepily and he's wearing a black coat. Get in your car and run him over.
I would have tasered him.
That wouldn't have helped.
But it would have been interesting to see what would have happened if I had tasered him.
Doom would have electrocuted you to death with the taser.
Or,
And Ned's death is never brought up again in that film.
yeah,
There's no ramifications for Doctor Doom with Ned's death. Does nobody like Ned?
nobody really notices he's gone.
No. Oh.
Doom could have eaten his body after it's all we know.
He just left him there in the
And
car
left him with a
park,
note.
though, with a Doom was here.
Doom was here.
Was spelt with a Z.
Yeah.
'cause Doom's one of the street kids. He's down with it.
Um,
Run him over, Ned, with the car.
Yes.
Run to your car.
Bulletproof vest. If you're
Would it
parking
work with electricity? Because he blasts him and there's a hole straight through his chest.
Yeah, because he wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest.
So there would have just been a hole and it wouldn't have
You would-
exited.
I think he would have had... I don't know. I've never electrocuted a Kevlar vest, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you and the audience. Hello, everybody.
Oh, there's an
Yeah.
audience here.
Oh, there's
Hi,
an audience.
How you
Oh,
doing?
yeah, hello.
Thanks for joining us again for another Fantastic Four related podcast.
Yes.
Episode, yeah.
I think Ned should have had some sort of protection with him. If he's parking in a shady car park, he must be in a shady area of town. So it's a bit dodge. I would have carried some sort of protection. Even if it's like, just before doing this podcast, Jack was explaining to me about winning duels and stuff, about throwing your opponent off balance.
Okay,
Right.
that's a conversation completely unrelated, but I'm gonna
Yeah, I
be
know,
interested to how you link
This
that
is
in.
where we're going, because it's like a duel, isn't it?
Not really.
Doom's approaching
Doom's
him.
gonna kill him, and Ned doesn't know that he's going to be murdered.
Yes, but I would have seen from his from Doom's posture.
Wow,
If it was me.
wow. Gunslinger music.
Exactly. For Doom walking towards me, if I was Ned, I would have been like, I don't know, he's walking towards me a bit sinister. I'm in a shady area anyway. Is what I'm going to do. Undo my fly. Doom's like, what are you doing? At which point, whoom! I'm miming pulling out a revolver in slow motion here. Bang! Straight through the head.
Okay, that's crazy. Mine's a bit simpler. Ned is clearly a rich person, so why doesn't he just hire guards with guns?
Because they would have been killed by Doom.
Yeah, but if he's got two, Doom shoots one of them, and then the other one starts shooting at Doom. And at this point, Doom's not got his metal mask on, so a clean headshot would stop Doom.
Can't help but think mine would have been a lot better.
Yours is weird.
Mine-
Next one is...
Alright.
No more wang.
Oh, yeah.
Distraction.
All right, on we go.
Oh, Doom again is up to no good. He goes into a storage facility he owns, kills all the security guards, but we don't see him kill them. But they're all lying there dead, and he goes and retrieves a bazooka and a cooling unit. These guards are clearly not very good. Or
Right.
Doom doesn't have to kill them. He owns this stuff. So
Yeah, are they? Hasn't he? I can't remember the film exactly. Has he been outed by the board or something? Because if he killed Ned, who was like on the board, and now he's having a stealing from his own warehouse,
that
he's
could
probably
be it.
been fired or something, or
Fired from
he's
his own
not-
company.
he's not
or
really in
whatever,
control
yeah.
of it anymore.
You could be right there, but Doom.
I've thought long and hard about this one in the 30 seconds I
But
had.
you've been told about it.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think if I was one of the guards and I'd seen one or two of them perhaps had lightning burst through their chest,
Mm.
I'm sorry, there's a warehouse with a bazooka. What else is in
Use
this
the
warehouse?
bazooka.
Not just a bazooka, there must be something else in here.
There's a cooling thing.
All sorts of
there's
weapons
probably
and
other bits that we
technology.
don't see.
I would have ran in there and found myself something I would have used against Doom. The bazooka, for example.
A baseball
Um,
bat. The deadliest of all the weapons.
We actually see a baseball bat, a couple of baseball bats, and the Fantastic Four reboot at the beginning in Grimm's, scrapyard. His brother has one, and so does Ben.
Can you use that?
Probably wouldn't
That
work.
exact baseball bat.
Yeah, I can't see how the baseball bats would have helped, to be honest.
Just clunked him over the head with
Again,
it. Sneak
the
up
distraction
behind him
technique,
and
though.
clump him.
He wouldn't be if you expect you have a gun, you pull out a baseball bat, you'd be like, well, I don't understand what's this.
And
And he'd
then
be like,
pull out a gun with your
"Bazooka!"
other hand. Yeah.
Exactly. Or I would have had
Teamwork,
Jimmy
people,
up on
yeah.
the rafters behind me with the bazooka.
Who's Jimmy?
The new security guard that only joined a few days before.
No, Jimmy is the guy at the Baxter building. Oh, there's a segue, but you didn't know his name was Jimmy.
No.
That was unplanned. So Jimmy,
Okay.
we're rushing through these because we've got 2 films to get through and half hour to do it in. So apologies, but we didn't see those guys die. And do we care about them? They're working for Evil Doom.
Yeah, but then Doom turned on them. That's another thing. Don't work for bad guys because it always ends badly for you.
Don't work for anyone whose last name is Doom.
Yeah, that should be a pretty big thing straight away.
That's
Doom.
Yeah. So Jimmy is a doorman at the Baxter building. Doom goes up there and turns Ben Grimm back into Ben Grimm so he doesn't have to deal with fighting a giant orange rock monster. Reed Richards falls out of the building and Doom takes the elevator down. Jimmy goes, "Hey, what are you doing here? And have a nice day." Or he says something. And then Doom throws him out the doors. I don't think Jimmy dies because he's either back in the sequel or someone that looks suspiciously like Jimmy is back there. How to not get thrown through a door by Dr. Doom.
Does he say, he says to Doom as he's walking out and then Doom just turns and grabs him, does he?
Yeah, but we doesn't see him grab him. We just see Jimmy going through the doors.
So is it Jimmy says whatever to Doom, then Doom turns and faces him, the next thing you see is him flying out the doors?
Yes.
Right.
I don't think it's anything particularly offensive to Doom.
No.
So it's not like, hey, rust face.
Doom's just in a bad mood, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
He wanted to exit in style. Here's the thing, when you're in a customer-facing position such as the one Jimmy was in, you just ignore them. Don't say hello. Don't get involved with them. You don't need to know their stories. They don't need to know yours. It's a guy in a mask. Just let him walk on.
Oh, he's not got the mask at this point. His face is like all
Oh, yeah.
flaking off, but you can see metally bits underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
So if there's a freaky guy like that,
hit the panic
step
button.
aside.
He
for
must have a
bit.
panic button. I reckon he would have a panic button.
But he's like in the middle of the He's not at a desk or anything.
Oh, so he's at the desk. Right, well,
so
in
he'd have
that
to run
case
and
then,
like get to a desk. or
Doom
something.
grabs you. You expertedly, I don't know.
I think
grab
it would
his
be
wrist.
worse for Jimmy if he tried to fight off Doom. So if Doom grabs him and Jimmy like slips out of his
Poke him
coat
in the
or
eyes.
something, Doom would just look at him and blast his face again.
Or Doom would be like, I can't be arsed for this. I got more important stuff to deal with. Poke him in the eyes, Jimmy, and you run for cover, my friend. You just keep on running and don't look back.
Especially as lightning is being shot at you.
Yeah, if you see some
Duck
lightning,
and dive,
don't worry
Jimmy.
about it.
Duck and dive.
Yeah, I probably either wouldn't have said anything to Doom, would have seen his messed up face and we were like, yep, ignore that. Or would have been like, dude, you look fuck ugly.
Jimmy, a surfer? What?
He is
Dude.
now. If Doom grabbed me, I would have poked him in the eyes because his eyes weren't metal at this point. Doom would have been like, oh no, my eyes, they've been blinded. What's that nut shot? Unless, of course, I hit the nuts, it's like, ding,
And they're metal, yeah.
in case they have changed. But
But-
yeah, poke in the eyes.
Yeah. He might not even be dead. I've not bothered
He's
to
been
check.
injured though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's
He's got a boo-boo. He's got a bit of a boo-boo. The fight scene here between Doom and the Fantastic Four, I'm going to make a comparison to the 2015 one.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one might be a little bit better than the fight between Doom and...
It takes a bit longer, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And-
and there's more teamwork in it as well.
Yeah, and Johnny's tornado.
Yeah.
That's
And
pretty
everyone's involved in defeating Doom in that one. In the reboot, it's just the Invisible Woman and the Thing.
sweet. And Johnny for taking out the things, because he takes out... Because in the,
Yeah,
in
takes
the
out,
reboot-
we've talked about it.
yeah, but which then
you
causes the
could-
thing
you
to
could
fall
have
down
done-
on Doom, doesn't it? So it's only Reed that didn't really do anything.
Yeah, he just distracts him. But again, it's just... Yeah, there's more teamwork in this.
That's it. It's a bit more sciencey as well, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Superheating him. Johnny does his supernova.
There's some brains involved. It's not just punch him into a giant blue thingy and hope for the best.
That is true. Do you know, I can't help but think this would have been easier for Doom, maybe, if Chris Evans had been Captain America. Because then he
And
wouldn't
not
have been...
been...
Yeah,
the
he
Human
wouldn't have been
Torch.
superheated.
He just would have had to deal with a shield being thrown at him.
Yeah. There's another thing as well. When the Human Torch is circling him, setting him on fire, he's all like superheated and stuff, isn't he? Just fire lightning up into the tornado.
He does try, but he keeps missing. Because Johnny's like whizzing about so
yeah, and
quickly.
Sue's put the force field around it, hasn't she?
Yeah. She eventually drops the force field and Johnny comes out, but at this point, Doom's like, what's that? A little heat, and he's dripping metal and stuff, and then the Thing breaks the fire hydrant, and they do the water slide thingy. There are some of our favourite sound effects in this scene. Yes. the
Oh, you
Wilhelm
gotta love
scream
that sound, haven't you?
There. This happens when Ben Grimm basically throws a car into Doom, and then Doom goes into a bus,
And then he climbs out of the bus afterwards,
and then he climbs
doesn't
out along with like other people.
he? He must have crushed somebody.
Yeah, Ben's just killed people, and if the car hitting the bus hasn't killed people, Doom is really angry, and he's probably lightning some people whilst in the
Yeah,
bus.
I'd imagine some people got some at least broken bones. Minimum.
Yeah,
Nobody got out of that scot-free.
He's not done damage control very well as old Ben, but yeah. So Doom surviving the super tornado-y thingy, just shoot Johnny. Because he gets some shots in on the Fantastic Four. He hits the Thing, and he does hit Johnny, but unlike Ned, the lightning doesn't just blast a massive hole in their chest. I get why it wouldn't do that with the Thing, but Johnny's
Yeah,
just
again,
a guy.
It's weird, isn't it? Again, it's just like the reboot version of the head-popping thing. Perhaps it has something to do with their powers, that his are less effective on them.
Perhaps it's to do with lazy screenwriting.
That as well, yes, it could be a thing.
They
Or the
overpowered
suits.
him to begin with, and then maybe the suits have
Perhaps the
something
suits
to
have built
do
up
with
some
it.
sort of resistance and stuff because they've been changed as well, haven't they?
Shoot him in the head. Shoot Johnny in the head.
Yeah, get hold of Johnny and snap his neck.
Because he's metal now, isn't he? Or just punch Johnny.
Yeah, pretty much done. Or take him out earlier rather than using a heat-seeking missile. Just
Just
fire
use a
lightning
normal
at the building.
missile.
Yeah.
Because no, if he'd have used a normal missile when shooting at the Baxter building, he would have taken out Ben, maybe Sue, if she couldn't get a force field up in time.
Yeah,
'Cause
why didn't
Johnny
Sue
would
just
have-
grab the missile anyway when it was following Johnny and we were like, yep, I've got it,
and
don't worry
force
about it.
fielded it. And how did she know it was a heat-seeking missile? They don't see Doom steal this rocket launcher.
Oh yeah, so
And she just instinctively looks at Johnny. Johnny flies away. The missile follows him, but what if the missile doesn't follow him?
Yeah, that
It
could
goes
have been
into
bad,
the
wouldn't
Baxter
it?
building and takes out 2 of them. Oh.
Yeah, I see. I don't know.
He could. There were so many opportunities for Doom to.
Yeah, he messed up on this one.
He did. He messed up bad.
Right. Silver Surfer?
Yes, that's the second film in the 2005-y
Whatever year
Fantastic
this
Four
came
stuff.
out.
Whenever that came out.
It came out sometime after 2005, but
before-
before 2015.
Yes. Good.
We know that
Narrowing
much.
down of that. So yeah, there's not as many deaths in this one. General Hager is a guy that's from the military who's in charge of tracking down the Silver Surfer and finding out what the bloody hell's going on with this giant cloud thingy that seems to eat planets. He brings Doctor Doom into this to help out. Doom betrays him basically so he can get his hand on the surfboard to get ultimate power and whatnot, and then blasts General Hager with his new surfer powers, and he's basically obliterated. So
It's quite simple,
what
really.
do you do? He does try to shoot Doom, but because Doom's got on the mask and his body armor and stuff, the bullets don't work. He could try
Don't
and shoot
bring
him
Doom
in, the
in
eye.
on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Doom
This
is a
guy-
murderer. He killed Ned
Exactly. This is a guy who the Fantastic Four had to stop in the middle of the city, didn't they?
while he was tearing shit up.
Exactly. He was lost his mind. He's obviously evil. His name's Doom.
For
That should be
crying out
enough.
loud.
Don't bring him back in on it. Just leave it to Reed, okay? I hope Reed can figure out on his own. Because, I mean...
And Reed does.
listen to
sort of.
Yeah, well, listen to the Fantastic Four, because when Doom comes back, doesn't he? The Thing grabs hold of him, like slams him into the wall,
Yeah.
all that lot.
Doom does show the Fantastic Four that the surfboard is the key to the Silver Surfer's power. But other than that, he's a bit sneaky. So he brings one good thing to the table, boot him out.
Yeah,
after
I just wouldn't have used them all together.
that. Mm.
I would have kept them locked up in wherever the hell they took him after the first film.
Well, he's in Latveria, and then the surfer comes over, and then he gets out of the metally stuff that he was trapped in. Yeah, I don't get it either.
No, I don't. Yeah, don't bring him back in.
Exactly.
Or if you do, have fail-safes in place in case he does try anything.
A bomb in his head, like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't
I
think Doom would cooperate then. If
Mm.
Hager's got to put him under for an operation to put a bomb in his head.
Oh, it doesn't have to be something as elaborate as that. Perhaps you've devised a weapon that works well against him. I don't really know, but some sort of
Doom
fail-safe.
Ray.
Yeah, a Doom
of-
Ray.
Doom.
But yeah, so either don't hire him, or if you are going to bring him back in, have a fail-safe procedure to deal with him in case he
A
does
man
act up.
following him around with a gun at the back of his head.
Yes, anything. It's common sense. Come on, man. How you got into? Was he a general?
He's a general.
How you reached general is beyond me. You deserved to get killed in that situation. All right, you messed up big time. No sympathy from me. Over to you, Jack.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the kneecaps, and then you're gonna slit his
Kneecap
throat.
him.
Yeah, and then you're gonna peel his face off to make an example of him and scare off all the other Doom people out there.
Have better security on the surfboard stuff. This is a cosmic-y thing that you don't fully understand. Don't let people go up to it willy-nilly.
I like that willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly, yeah.
Yeah,
Be a less willy-nilly general.
when people interfere with sci-fi films and stuff like that or whatever, they always interfere with some sort of alien technology they don't understand.
Doesn't
It
end
doesn't
well.
end good. It never ends good, does it?
No, Independence Day. That ends
Yeah,
good.
Independence Day, fantastic.
No,
Rise
it
of the
ends
Silver
well
Surfer.
for the Independence Day crew because
Does
they use it to fly the ship into the
Uh,
thingy.
Yeah, but there's Independence Day too, so they must have messed something up.
Damned if I know.
There we go. Right, moving on.
Yeah. Doom in this film is not very forward thinking. Because the surfboard is drawing Galactus here, and Galactus wants to eat the planet, nom nom nom. And Doom won't give up the surfboard to stop the world being destroyed.
Doesn't he think he can ride a surfboard, off the world? Doesn't he?
Well, he doesn't try to go anywhere. He just circles about and then tries to beat up the Fantastic Four. So in the comic books, Doom is a much more pragmatic kind of guy. If you told him, hey, Doom, that thing that you've got there is going to cause the planet to be destroyed, Doom would go, oh, okay, I live on the planet. Maybe it's best if the planet isn't eaten by a giant space cloud thing. That's the thing that nobody likes, is Galactus being a space cloud thing. Do you like Galactus being a space cloud thing?
Well, apart from the Silver Surfer film, the only other time I've seen Galactus was in a Marvel game, and he was just a really big person in that.
Exactly.
So I have not seen enough of Galactus to know what he should look like.
He shouldn't look like a giant cloud.
Should he look like a big person?
Yes. A giant person with a giant purple helmet.
Isn't he shown in one of the X-Men films?
No.
No, I'm thinking of the Sentinels.
What? Yeah.
I was thinking at The Last Stand, when they're doing the training program at the beginning, and it's got the big things.
Oh, no, yeah, that's a Sentinel.
They're Sentinels, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't cut Galactus's head off.
Yeah, no, I was...
Well, no, you probably
completely
can,
off that one.
The, Nowhere in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah, the place. Yeah, because that's a head of...
I don't know if that's one of Galactus's friends. It's probably not his friend. But one of
his
Galactus's species. No, Galactus is the last of his species.
Yeah, because that's one
Galactus's
dead.
species cousin.
Yeah,
He should be
it
a
might
giant person. Not a cloud. Not a slightly threatening rain cloud.
It's a bit more slightly threatening, to be honest, isn't it?
Mildly threatening.
Hugely threatening. But still, I see your point.
Exactly. Thank you for seeing it so
well.
well.
So goddamn well.
Yes.
Oh, God, I'm
Well
great, I know.
seen.
Thank you, sir.
But no, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we never get closure on what happens to Doom in this version of Fantastic Four, because they never made a third one. Johnny Storm gets into a fight with Doom, managed to get the surfboard off of him, and then Ben Grimm in Ben Grimm form hits Doom with a crane. Doom goes flying off into a river and sinks down to the bottom of it, probably because of the weight of his armour. Can Doom survive being drowned?
From this version of Fantastic Four, I have seen nothing that would support the idea he can survive without oxygen.
No. Would he electrocute himself as soon as he hit the water and all the fishies?
I think he's immune to the electricity, but I don't think he... I think he would drown.
Yeah.
Because, he'd breathe. He's either going to breathe and pass, hold his breath and pass out, and then breathe and flood his lungs.
Maybe he's got like a breathy thing in his mask. Maybe he's thought ahead.
That's going to run out, though. You just said he didn't think ahead, though.
I know, but maybe he thought ahead a little bit.
Yeah, but that'll
I
run out.
might get hit by a crane and dropped into some
That'll
water.
run out eventually, won't it?
Yes. But maybe that gives
So-
him enough time to like take off the arms and stuff and the boots and the things that are weighing him down and just swim up to the surface. It's a theory. We don't know. We may never know unless the script leaks for Fantastic Four 3.
Now, if this is 2015 Doom, all I'm saying is a little bit of water would be no issue at all.
No. Oh,
God,
Oh.
no.
just
It could probably go...
control that water, make a tidal wave or something.
Exactly.
With that Doom.
But anyway, so what would I do? Probably don't let Johnny Storm get the board off of me. Snap his neck. Just grab hold of him
Well,
and snap
Johnny,
his
at
neck.
this
Come
point,
on.
Johnny Storm has absorbed all the powers of the Fantastic Four, so he can be invisible and he's got the thing's arms.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
stuff.
remember that now.
So he sneaks up on him invisible, wraps himself around using Reed's powers, and then burns, and the thing that's connecting Doom and the board breaks, and board drops.
Oh, it's that device on his arm, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
that breaks, and he's hit by a crane. So
Johnny
that's
should have
pretty
given the
hard.
powers back.
Pardon?
He should have kept the powers for himself and just
Yeah,
been...
just been a one-man
Johnny.
Fantastic Four thing. Exactly, Super Johnny. Oh no!
Yeah,
I don't
that's what I
know.
was thinking.
I get how that sounds.
Yeah.
Moving on from Super Johnnies. No, it
Oh,
doesn't get better.
dearie me.
No. Silver Surfer gets his surfboard back and goes up to face the giant space cloud known as Galactus. He does a bright thingy and Galactus disappears. He explodes in
He makes
a
all...
fashion.
He absorbs all his power inwards, doesn't he? And then expels it out. And in doing so, causes himself to explode.
Yes.
Basically, to Galactus.
Your
Can Galactus
Galactus...
eat suns?
No, just planets. Suns are too hot. It's like a curry to him. He doesn't like spicy food.
Okay. Oh wait, are we surviving as a Silver Surfer or as Galactus?
As Galactus, because Silver
I've got a
Surfer
Silver
is
Surfer plan, though.
alive at the end of
Oh, it
the
shows him
post
floating,
credit,
doesn't it? Yeah.
and then his eye opens. But I heard in the director's commentary, the director goes, he wanted to leave it a bit ambiguous as to what happens to Galactus, so he threw out like that Galactus might have just been teleported to another part of space or something, or just displaced for a little bit. Not necessarily dead, but not necessarily a threat for any future films or anything that would have been made.
Okay.
But again, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
Unless you wrote the script for Fantastic Four 3.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not you, clearly not
Oh
you.
yeah, no, and let's keep it that way. If I was Galactus,
You would sing a song.
and I would soothe the Silver Surfer's anger.
Okay, if you're Galactus, a giant person, you just squash him. You're Galactus, a giant cloud,
I smother
You-
him.
give him a cough.
Mm-hmm. But I would have picked somebody who wouldn't betray me, because the reason Silver Surfer's doing this is because Galactus
Sue
has
Storm
spared
reminds
his...
him of his girlfriend, his
Oh, no,
alien
I
girlfriend.
mean, the reason Silver Surfer was leading Galactus was because Galactus has spared his planet, hasn't he? Till
yeah,
last.
and then Silver Surfer turns on him because Sue Storm reminds him of his girlfriend.
At
on
which
the
point,
planet.
I would have reminded him and been like, yeah, I'll have you know, sir.
I'll eat her.
I'll have you know, I've got a fail-safe in position. I've left a bomb on that planet. I die, your planet goes up, mate.
Could a giant space cloud leave a bomb?
I'm pretty sure Galactus could leave some sort of
Yeah,
device.
regular Galactus could have left a bomb, but not Space Cloud
Again.
Galactus.
fail-safe procedures. If you're ever going to try and, bribe somebody, blackmail somebody,
Eat a planet.
anything like that, and there's always a chance of them turning on you, fail-safe.
Also, don't give them a surfboard that is more powerful than you.
Yeah, did Galactus give him that board?
Yes.
Ouch. Yeah, you fucked up there, Galactus.
You
I got
did.
nothing. All right,
You
you messed
did.
up big time.
Yeah.
Give him a board, because all he is tracking the board, isn't he? And then the board, he's using the board to make those sort of holes.
Yeah. Precisely.
Could you not have given him something that had done the same thing but with less
A
power?
drill.
Yeah, and anything else
A
on it?
giant space drill.
Yeah. Why the hell not?
Normal purple Galactus wouldn't have let this shit go down. Space Cloud Galactus, he's just sloppy.
Yeah, he's doesn't think ahead, does he? Doesn't
No,
plan.
no, not like Doom. Well, no, he thinks
So
ahead exactly
basically,
like Doom.
Fail-safe
Badly.
procedures and planning ahead is the best way to survive the Fantastic Four films.
Exactly. Just these ones, though.
Just these ones,
Not
yeah.
the other ones.
Any future ones that might or might not come out. I'd be interested to see if they make a sequel to the 2015 one.
They announced a sequel, but it all depends on how much money they get.
That is true.
And if they have to make another sequel to hold on to the rights for it.
Yeah, and because
But
it
just one
defaults
more,
back to
yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Let it go back to Marvel. Just let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah, I mean, why did Marvel give them up in the first place?
Marvel were going bankrupt and they had to sell their stuff.
Why?
So
did
that's
Fox,
why.
though? I mean,
'Cause they
yeah,
offered
but then
them
they've done
money.
X-Men well, so it's sort of 50-50.
Mm.
Can't be too mad at Fox, I suppose.
I'm furious.
They did it. They're X-Men. All right, X-Men.
Okay.
And now Deadpool. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Right. I think that's the end of the show now.
Yeah, everything. I think we
Yeah.
covered it.
Well,
Okay.
that's all the Fantastic Four-y stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
we ran through this quite quickly. 'Cause
Yeah, no, this is.
you don't want another rant. If you want a Fantastic Four rant, go and listen to our review of it. The 2015 one. Contact us. We could survive that at gmail.com or tweet we could survive. Also leave comments and stuff wherever you may find us. That's always useful.
That's Podomatic
Even if it's one word.
stuff.
Yes.
Not the word stuff, but whatever. Just leave
leave
something.
the word stuff if you manage to listen this far into the
Indeed. But we are
episode.
located on
Podomatic and iTunes and
And-
sometimes YouTube.
actually
Where
all
our
YouTube.
Old episodes are.
Yes,
yeah.
you can listen to everything from our early days to our advanced days
To our old age bits.
and our days further beyond that.
if you're
I
listening
don't
to
know.
this, we've done other ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
whatever,
rambling a bit.
wow.
End this thing
That
before
was
we
such a
ramble
difficult
more.
As you wish. You have been listening to We Could Survive That, your weekly survivor guide to the movies. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week. Until then, please keep on surviving. Good day.